Good morning, everybody. It's Lindsay Huddleston in the building, another SPS Monday Motivation. I just want to say good morning. Happy holidays to you. For many, this Monday, the Monday before Christmas is a break for many people, whether you're an educator, children are out, whether you're taking some time off your job or vacation. This is a different time, and my hope is that this morning, this idea of being on break will allow you to be refreshed. I know it's not the normal break most of us have around this time of year. The Christmas time, many of us are jet setting, taking off to beautiful, warm places in many cases or anywhere. Some of us are still doing that, and that's great. But to get you guys here today and talk about today's topic is choosing value over security. What's up, Reg? Value over security. Morning, brother. Thank you for checking in. So good to see you. Yeah, what I'm talking about right now, and I guess my guy Randall on here also, my man from way back, knows what I'm talking about. I'm talking about security. He and I are former Marines. So when you think of security, we can instantly think of the definition of being safe from harm. Being safe from harm. I don't want to downplay the definition of security as it relates to keeping yourself safe from a threat. I think in the definition, when we hear security, we think of the physical threat. You want to have a security dog. You want to have a security door. You want to have, a weapon or something like that to keep you safe, something for security or higher security for the event or for the party, somebody to keep somebody safe. But even if you look at the mob days, it may sound like a crazy reference, but, the bodyguards would live. If somebody made a hit, sometimes they would leave the bodyguard out of it because they were there to do a role and they weren't invested like that. So what am I getting at? Security over value. What do I mean by value? Value being something of importance. See, the origin of this discussion comes from many of the dialogues that I have with a lot of young people who are transitioning, whether it's someone who's finishing up college, looking at graduate work, someone who's looking at leaving, the workforce to go into an entrepreneurial opportunity, or as you know, with SPS being rooted in sports, someone who is overcoming an obstacle or something like that. Security, my fellow friends, is not promised. Security is a concept. For example, you can go and lock your door because you want to be safe, but somebody can still bust through the window. You can carry a weapon to protect yourself, but somebody can still get, as they say, the jump on you. You could look at for a job that has a huge salary, and you can work towards that, only to find out you have no real desire for this type of work other than the financial benefit it can provide. Now, most people say, hey, man, I'll be okay, just give me the money. But I'm here to talk to people's souls and spirit. After 2020, if we survive 2020 physically and mentally, we don't need to. What's up, Jimmy? Good to see you, brother. When we get our life started now going forward in 2021, we don't need to be holding on to these concepts of security. Oh, I just want to be secure. Ain't no security. Want to prove that point? Did you watch Michigan State lose to Northwestern last night? I'm just using it as an example, pulling from the headlines. There's nothing that's secure. I am not saying that your life has to be topsy-turvy, unsure, but stop putting all this weight into things you think will be there for you as opposed to providing value. Again, the topic is secure value over security. Do you provide value to a scenario? Do you provide value to a situation? Another example is I have a good friend who's in the events creation business. When there's a big event going on with a big corporate, company or whatnot, they come and they put the event together. They do it all like that. Well, because of COVID, you couldn't have that. So was he supposed to pack it in and say, you know what, I just want to focus on these clients that were giving me, these big accounts or whatnot. But even though we can't do that, where do you find the value? So my friend, he made a pivot. And they took all of their work that they were doing to create these big, large events in person and put it online. Sound like a simple transition, but so many times I think we get caught up in this idea, I just want to be safe. I just want to be secure. If I do that, I know I'll be straight. But I'm here to tell you, what does 2020 start us? Ain't nothing safe. There's no recession-proof industry. And if there is, I hope that you're involved in that industry because of a passion to bring value and not to feel safe. We see it all the time in sports when the team is up. That's the most dangerous position to be in, because sometimes they're just playing for the game to end compared to the other team that's trying to provide real value, and they continue to fight to the end. Do not let the idea of something being safe and secure lull you to sleep. Do not let the idea of something being safe and secure make you say throw value in contributing something bigger than what you are to the win. Some of us have all of us have something to give, something to put into the world, something that because you said it, because you did it, it's going to be unique and powerful. And we need to take advantage of that. But so many times those flames get put out for security. I just want to make sure I'm straight. I just want to make sure I'm safe. It's like we cower and become a smaller individual just so we can fit in and be safe. But ain't nothing safe, folks. So instead of worried about providing some security, say, where can I provide value? Because if you provide value, there will always be a need. You look at people and say, man, he's always doing this, or she's always in the mix. That's because people evolve. I'm reading the book by Ed Stack called It's How We Play the Game. And you may have heard me talk about this a few weeks ago. It's the story of the Dick's Corporation, Dick's Sporting Goods, one of the only, national retail chains with sporting goods. Many of these organizations come from families, and Dick's is one of them. But there's one thing that was very interesting early on in his career when they were growing a company. He was a young man, and he said the moment that a business stops evolving, the moment that the leaders sit back and say everything is good, that's when things start to fall apart. I'll say that again. The moment a business stops evolving, the moment a leader sits back and says everything is good, that's when things start to fall apart. Now, I am not trying to put you guys on edge every time I talk to you. I'm not trying to tell you to, jump out the window, if you will. But what I'm telling you is, let's stop trying to create these cheat codes in life. I hate it. Because when you create a cheat code, you're just trying to jump and skip the stairs. You're going to have to take the stairs if it's anything meaningful you're trying to accomplish. Yeah, if you get an opportunity, if you get a break, if you get a come up, so be it. I see my guy Jimmy Sanders on there, real hustler, I know. If you get to plug with somebody who can make something, that's good. But in many cases, that plug and that opportunity is you still being rewarded for your value. You don't get to skip the line just because you provide some value. And if you skipping a line, if you're a woman at the club because you look good, or you skipping a line because you a dude at the club and they think you're going to come in and you're going to buy some drinks, and add to the appeal, you provided value. You see, the only way you can really make progress in life if you provide some value. So how can you provide value to something you don't care about? That's why I always get back to the principle. Follow your dreams and ambitions. I'm not saying to just cut ties with who you're dealing with. I'm not just saying just give up on what you're working on, but really think about it. You got to get up. And if you got to get up, would you rather be awakened by an alarm clock that forces you to get up because you're trying to go and do something that's going to give you security? Or are you trying to wake up before the alarm clock goes, wake up before the sunrise, or wake up, early, ready to go and motivated because you're going somewhere to provide value? This doesn't always have to be about a job. It doesn't have to be about a relationship. But as we sit here in this time where mental, health is critically important, I just want people to have something on their mind to think about, am I looking for security or am I providing value? They're two different mindsets. Security is always finding, okay, what's going to hold me, what's going to be safe. And value is what can I give and what can I contribute. I think if you provide value, if you look to where you can provide value, there are going to be more opportunities. There's going to be more fulfillment. Because if you only go looking for security, how quickly can that go away? How quickly can that be taken from you? And then what do you have? And what do you have to give? As I get ready to wrap these comments up, and I appreciate everybody checking in, you're talking about some mental health affirmations. One thing you can say is, I'm not trying to fix everything. I think we get this idea of we need security because you want to better fix every single problem you have and you carry it this way. And I'm not saying you don't need to be responsible. I'm not saying you don't need to be focused. I'm not saying you don't have to have an idea what you can do. TB in the building, Ty Bergen checking in with us. How you doing, man? Can't wait till River Rouge gets going and I get out there and see you guys. But Ty, we're talking about providing value over security. Look at Ty Bergen. Had an excellent career playing basketball here in the PSL. Good up. Yep. And then went on to Syracuse to do some excellent things. And now he's back at River Rouge helping these young people. Think about the value he provides over there. Ty Bergen provides value because of his great experience playing basketball. So now he can go places and do things, and he's going to be able to contribute something. And I'm not in Ty's head every day, but I'm sure he feels good when he gets up in the morning and go see these young brothers. I see another brother, Eric Sharp, another brother. Now he's down in Florida providing value. I know you got a camp that's getting ready to start, I believe this week, Eric, providing value. He's not going around looking for security. He's saying, where can I provide value? Because when you provide value, people go come after you. When you provide value, your phone rings. When you're looking for security, you calling people. But when you provide real value, your phone rings. Yeah, brother. It's the truth, and I appreciate you checking in. I just want to emphasize this morning, while some of us are on break and taking a step away and we're getting ready to go into this new, that's right, brother, well, you deserve it. It's the truth. It's real easy when I see these young brothers pop up who are contributing, giving back to our community. These are perfect examples of men who are providing value. They got to be around. People got to have them around because of what they do and what they contribute, not because they're trying to find some cheat code to be safe, because safety don't exist. Like I said, if you're trying to lock the door to keep somebody out, they can easily just break the window, put their hand in and turn the key and turn the knob. I'm not trying to create some concern for you. I'm not trying to give you guys some type of anxiety. But hell, the anxiety of trying to say, I hope I can get this compared to, man, let me provide this value and I'm going to get what I deserve. That's all. Everybody on my timeline has something great to contribute. Everybody on my timeline has done some great things, and I appreciate you guys being part, of what we're trying to do here. But I just want to emphasize, man, let's put the value over security, because security is not a real word. It doesn't exist. How many times you been at the club and they had security all around and somebody still got handled? How many times, you bought the security system, but they still broke in your house? I'm sorry, I'm from 7 Mile and Evergreen. I'm sorry to use those type of references, but it happened everywhere. How many times you said, I'm going to follow the convenience of Amazon and leave everything on the porch, and they still got it? How many times we had somebody on a security camera, but they still walked away with the product? Again, it's all about the value. It's all about the value. I appreciate you, Jimmy. I appreciate everybody. This is Lindsey Huddleston with another SPS Monday Motivation. Go out and provide some value. And if you have a hard time providing value, you need to really think about, what it is you're working on, what your future is like. But I just want to tell you, value will sustain. Your value will allow you to be appreciated. That's what they talk about. It appreciated in value. It didn't depreciate, because you provide value, or when you're around, things get better. Instead of you going around to find something you can hold on to, because that's living in fear compared to living in purpose. And I'll say it again. That's living in fear compared to living in purpose. So with that, I want you guys to have a great day. Have a great week. The SPS Edge show will be this Wednesday instead of the normal Thursday, because it is Christmas Eve. Shout out to my guy, Terry McCord Jr. Shout out to everyone stopping in. And I just really think that we're on the upswing, folks. I really think that in the coming weeks going into the new year, that if we practice social distancing, wear our mask, and do the right thing, we will be able to begin to navigate through the pandemic. E40 and Too Short say we're just trying to function, So with that, I want to wish you all well. I wish I could talk to you guys some more, but I'm going to let you get your days going. But many blessings to you. Thank you for supporting the SPS program and all the different platforms we're on. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Thanks.